Hey guys, I'm back. All right, this is part 2 of my podcast. All right, so we're going to go over Central Florida. Central Florida is playing UConn. University of Central Florida is ranked 21 this year, 21 in the country. All right, what to watch out for in this game? Well, Mackenzie Milton, he's a potential Heisman candidate this year. Look out for him. And basically, Scott Frost is going. Scott Frost, he brought a lot of wins for UCF. I said UFC. I'm sorry. And UConn, I think their defense is going to probably step up at least. They took them down last year, 49-24. That's the last time they met. 49-24. That's a blowout. But UConn, they might have some tests up. I may have some people to test them this year. Let's see what they do. The line is 23. UConn getting 23. That's a lot of points. Over and under 70.5. I definitely go under. But University of Central Florida, they're 21. Mackenzie got some legs. You got to watch him this year. Mackenzie Milton, we'll see what happens. So I'm taking UConn plus the 23.5. I think their defense will step up this year. It's not a lock. It's something. It's the first week. You never know. So I'm taking UConn plus the 23. Next, we got Purdue and Northwestern. Neither team is ranked this year. But last year, Northwestern had a good year. They end up finishing in the top 25. And it's the opening game, so you never know. They might start off slow. They beat Purdue 23-13 the last matchup. That was last fall. One big question facing Northwestern is if they can stand up with Clayton Thorson. Clayton Thorson, man, he can't stay healthy. He'll have a good game, I guess. Purdue enters basically fresh off a bowl game victory last year. So we don't know. We'll see how that ends up. I'm not touching that game. The line is 1.5. 1.5 points for that game. Purdue's at home also. I heard they play better at home, so we'll see. The over and under is 48.5. Yeah, I'm not touching that game. But if I do, I would go Purdue. Go Purdue. Giving them 1.5. Northwestern. See what happens. All right, next game we got. This game is Friday. We got Duke and the Army. Duke, that's the bigger conference. The Army's football, they're feeling pretty good after last year. They had a pretty good season. Basically, last time they played, Duke beat them 21-16. That was last November. It's the game. I would take Duke plus the 14. Given the 14. Laying 14 points to Army. Duke is supposed to be a bigger school, and I don't understand how they could lose to Army. And Army's coming with they always have a small squad, You got to think about the weight restrictions for Army, Everything that goes into play. Duke don't have no weight restrictions. So I would take Duke in that. It's not my lock, but I'm taking Duke laying 14 against Army. The over and under is 45.5. And that's Friday, the 31st. Next one, I like Wisconsin over Western Kentucky. That will be, I would take my lock, and that will be an over 53. I would take over 53, and that's my lock of the week. Wisconsin's playing Western Kentucky. You know how the first week goes for NCAA football. Play the big teams, play the smaller teams. Wisconsin has quarterback Alan Hornibrook, and he's supposed to be a pretty good quarterback. He was an MVP at the Peyton Manning Passing Academy this summer. Made some big plays down the field. They also have a sophomore running back, Jonathan Taylor, who's pretty good, man. He's a speedster. He also the Maxwell Award winner and the Doak Walker Award winner also. And what else? They look pretty good, man. Man, they got Randall Thompson, Randall L. You know, he was one of the best freshmen in the league last year. Look out for him. I think he's related to Antoine Randall L. Is that his son? I'm not sure. But Taylor broke Adrian Peterson's record of rushing last year also. So look out for him, man. It's my lock of the week, over 53 points. Also another game I want to talk about is Auburn facing Washington. That's a big game, 3:30. This is in Atlanta, Georgia. You can watch that on probably ABC. It's on national TV. So basically, Auburn is supposed to be one of the best teams in the league this year. Also, Washington is ranked sixth in the nation. It's gonna be a good game. I want to see all the. You got Miles Gaskin. Miles Gaskin. You know, he's one of the top running backs for Auburn. And then you got some good players like Vita Vea. He's a tackle for Washington. Look for that guy. He's a big guy and he's a mauler. He's a real good guy. Jake Browning starting at quarterback for Washington. And he's supposed to be a Heisman candidate this year. Look out for Jake Browning. That game will come on at 3:30 on Saturday. It's another big game. But that's all I want to talk about today. Like I said, I got some games I like this week. 4 games I just gave you. I liked UConn plus 23.5, and then Purdue giving 1.5 to Northwestern. Also, Duke giving Army 14 Friday night. And then my lock of the week is the over. Wisconsin and Western Kentucky, 53 points. They're going to lay a lot of points. And I want to see, you got to watch the Washington-Auburn game also. That's the game of the week right there, weekend. I want to talk more about that Friday night. You guys have a good weekend. Good luck on my picks, and let me know what you think.